Wow. Good job, cool. Someone outside still? Good morning. Thanks for the like. Hello. She's a-blazing. She's a-blazing. She's a-blazing. We're in Michigan, Thomas. How about you, brother? New Orleans. New Orleans. Nice. Got some nice weather down there, I bet. Well, good job, Bear. Good job, buddy. Yeah, I know. I miss the weather down south for sure. Let's see what's going on outside today. Huh? See what the cabin cam looks like. Excuse me. Got lots of snow out here. I fell yesterday, landed right on my hand, hurt my wrist, fell on the ice, carrying groceries in. What do you think, guys? Out in the middle of nowhere. Cabin in the woods. Oh yeah, right on. We love huskies. Yeah, we have 4 huskies right now. Currently 4. 4 little huskies, well, 4 big huskies. We're big. All right, guys. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. What? Oh, grumpy already, dude? Dang you, bear. Dang you, bear. Come on, bear. What do you guys want? How about one of these? Oh, let's see. Oh, that ain't gonna work. We only got 2 of those left. For one of these. Who wants what? You want one of those? Who wants one of those? And then we can do a couple of these. You guys like these 2. These are like peanut butter ones, and these are some good ones. Which one you want? You take your pick. Oops, sorry. Take your pick. 1, 2, or 3. That one? Oh, man, you got that one? Let's give Belle a choice. Which one you want, Belle? 1, 2, 3. Which one you want? Nothing? That's fair. What do you want? Which one you want? Not all 3 of them. Take one. Pad Thai's turn. Which one you want? That one? Oh, good girl. Which one you want? Losing your opportunity. There you go. Everybody's got one? Okay. Alright, let me sit right here. Get a log first. Alright, let's get some wood on the situation. Alright, flip this off. Alright. Asia, let me see. My brother has 2 huskies. What you do? Why? W do. Kaleem, where you from? Asia. My wife's from Asia. My wife is Thai. She's going back home pretty soon. That trip's been postponed like 3 times, but she's got her ticket already. But anyways, good job, doggies. Oh, it was cold. It's getting cold. Not cold enough to walk like that, but you know, it's cold enough to be freezing out. 30 degrees. Something like that. Thanks for the likes. Thank you. I don't know, I have to check. Yesterday was a day from hell. Got my truck all done, but I had to sit at the mechanic for like 8 hours yesterday. And then the last week I sat there for 7 hours. I didn't have any way to get back home. I live like 30 miles from my mechanic. So anyway, it's just a day of hell yesterday. But yeah, no, well, if it's 30 degrees, that's warm for us. Usually down in the zeros. But I'm in northern Michigan, you know, we expect it. Nothing shocking. You guys want to go outside? Good job. When you want to come out? Oh, come on, man. You coming? No, not yet, Daddy. Don't rush me, Daddy. Dang you, don't rush us. Don't rush me, Daddy. Don't rush me. Turn on some lights. There we go. There we go. Bear, you're so handsome. Dang, you're so handsome, Bear. Aw, man. Come on, Bear. Come on, Bear. You're so handsome. You've never played in the snow? Oh, man. You're not missing much. All you got to do is go get a bag of ice, throw it in your bathtub, and lay on top of it. Same concept. Oh, she's going to get you, dude. She's going to get you, brother. Yeah, no, I don't. Well, I know Japan snows. Some places in Asia snow. But yeah, in general, no, you guys. My wife's, a good portion of her family is in Bangkok, and then they're all over the country, but hot there. My bear, good boy. Come on. Oh, need some attention already? Oh my gosh, Bear. Bear, don't catch your tail on fire. What do you want? Yeah, no, you're not missing much with snow. What's up, guys? Come on. It's 5 in the morning. We're not doing that right now. Lay down, Bear. Jeez. Annoying. Never been to India. I couldn't eat the food there. But it looks nice there. Thank you, India. Thank you, Pakistan. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Mazavan. Thank you, Bazivu. India food, yeah. Good stuff, isn't it? Thank you, India. Who's out? Okay. In and out, in and out, in and out. Bear, it's not that kind of party, Bear. Barry boy. Well, the Wings won last night. Holy hell. Alright, let's get our feet up. Yeah, Mexican's my all-time favorite. If I could have one item every day for the rest of my life, it'd probably be tacos. You know what I mean? Yes, there are bears here. We see bear tracks a lot. A bear take some food off of our table a couple months ago. Came right in our yard and took a big bag of garbage. We have a mom and a couple cubs out here that are kind of our regular bears that we've seen over the last 2 seasons, but I've been seeing the cub tracks by itself. So one of the cubs is separated from the pack, but they don't stick around with mom forever. A couple years, usually in Michigan. Oh, they're going to be black bears up here. They're not real large up here, but, you know, mama bear, I bet you she's 400 or 500 pounds. Well, they're not rare in Michigan. That's all Michigan has. We don't have grizzlies in Michigan. Actually, the upper peninsula of Michigan, once you get towards Canada, I'm sure there's grizz. Might even find a polar bear up there. Never know. Yeah, that's the only bears Michigan has is black bears, but like I said, if you go north, you know, you never know. We have Bigfoot here, though. Lots of Bigfoot. Lots of big feet. Milk does the body good, brother. I'm a titty milk kind of guy. Just joking. I don't always drink beer, but when I do, I drink Dos Equis. Just joking. Again, full of jokes this morning. Full of them, guys. I'm full of them. Well, I was gone all day yesterday, and my wood's gone. I got a big day today. I'm looking for a plow. I got my truck fixed yesterday, so got to go up the road and see if this guy's got a plow for sale. No, I'm not joking. We really do have Bigfoot up here. I've got stories. I have stories from UFOs. I have stories that most people wouldn't believe, quite honestly. I know a good percentage of the people would believe me because I follow this stuff, and there's authors who follow it and are actually trying to debunk all of it. David Paulides for one, Linda Moulton Howe for another, X Report, X22, and the list goes on, but I'm not the only one that's spotting these things. Well, Bigfoot comes and goes on the planet. It's not a physical being. Bigfoot's a spiritual being that transcends in and out of the planet easily through portals. So that's why you're never going to catch a Bigfoot, because he's in this realm and he's in another realm. But they have the ability to come to transcend, basically. Well, I've seen it myself, so that's why I'm a believer, 100% believer. And once you manifest, once you start thinking of Bigfoot and UFOs and anything else, and once you accept that, and your third eye, your pineal gland is open, decalcified, you start to realize, oh, this is real. Like the old saying goes, you got to believe it, you got to see it to believe it. You out there, big girl? Wow, cold. I'm over winter. Where is she? I want to know. There she is. I want to know why everybody's going in my backyard this morning. All the dogs went back there. How you doing, big girl? Show you guys the cabin all lit up. Walking in the snow for y'all. Little tiny cabin here in the woods. Hey, Queens of Detroit, that's funny you say that. I actually don't think they're allowed. And I think, I don't want to be too whacked out, but you already know that we know about them, and that's why they get, you saw about the giant in Quebec, those kids driving down the highway, and they looked up on the mountain, they saw that huge giant. They said something on the video, within an hour there were helicopters up there, the government shuts it down, they come in and close quick. I believe the knowledge is out there, they're containing the knowledge. So that's a great point. Bigfoot's not supposed to come, but they do. That's an excellent point. And there's other spiritual things. The giants, for example, they're not supposed to show up, and they do once in a while. But if you notice, anytime anybody sees a Bigfoot, our government's on it. Like, the helicopters are there within a minute. My YouTube actually has a shadow ban on it because I followed Kenny Veach in the M Cave and a lot of disappearances, like I said. David Paulides with the missing 411. a great percentage of those missing 411 have spotted Bigfoot. It all ties together, Queens of Detroit. But I believe personally this is the information that's being suppressed on this planet. If you're awake, you know. If you're asleep, you don't. But anyways, I couldn't have nailed it better. They're not supposed to show up, but they do. The other thing is careful what you want to see, because we are spiritual beings and we have the power to attract. And so I can physically and personally tell you that it's happened. I was fascinated, and then all of a sudden they just started to appear to me. And I don't do drugs or drink. 54, businessman. Like, I'm not out here fabricating crap. But, and also I've had people in my life that have had direct experiences. I had a girlfriend when I lived in Colorado, and her mom got in a car accident on top of one of the passes, like 14,000 feet up, and her car flipped down the mountain. And she swears on the Bible, she's told this story a million times, she'll take it to her grave, but her car went all the way to the bottom, and a Bigfoot, except he was white, like the abominable snowman, white hair. It was a white Bigfoot. Lifted her up and took her back up on the mountain. And the car was down there mangled in 100 pieces. And then when everybody came, Ina was her name, but her mom, Ina's mother, was up top. And all the paramedics and everybody said, how the hell did you get back up there? She told the story. Everybody said she must have hit her head or something. Nobody believed the story, but I believe the story. Well, I believe in skinwalkers 1,000% as well. Oh, really? Married a Filipino? Yeah, my wife is from Thailand. Good job, Bear. Man, I fell on the ice yesterday and hurt the hell out of my wrist. It wasn't hurt till I woke up this morning. Now I'm like sore. Lucky I didn't break it. I had like 40 pounds of dog food in my hand and all kinds of stuff I didn't want to drop. And I'm worried about that. And then I went to my gate, and my gate's on a little bit of a hill, and I just went woink, landed right on my arm. Anyways, I just said that. I just said that 5 times. Damn it. It is odd times, Queens of Detroit. And the other thing is, as you know, and as you are probably well aware, if you have any spiritual inclination or connection with the Lord or the earth, or if you're just spiritual in any manner, you're waking up. We're in the land of being awoke. We're turning back into the spiritual realm, excuse me, the land of Aquarius. But so that's what this whole planet's going through, is that transition of the spiritual awakening. And that's why a lot of us that have our third eyes open are experiencing these experiences. They've always been here on earth, but we're not in the spiritual realm to tap into that. But now with social media and, new directions, we're, kind of on a mass level, we're realizing that as a society. Before, we didn't realize it because we didn't have the connectedness with the phone. But now 1 million people see that all you got to do is hear, okay, we're in the spiritual realm. So it makes you think, okay, well, why am I feeling this way? Okay, well, that makes sense. All of a sudden, I feel very connected. And I'm seeing things that I used to think were like mystical and mythical. You know what I mean? Things that you didn't think were real are coming to light nowadays. It's like, wait a minute here. But, that's funny. I just said the other day, I've never had frostbite, but oh my Lord, I live like I'm out here, and I've never had black fingers, the real, where your blood's frozen or however that works. I've been damn cold. Just the other day, I was bragging, oh, I've never had it, out there fixing my snowmobile. and gloves off, of course, trying to get the nuts and stuff. But anyways, I came in. It took me about a half an hour to even get my gloves off. I was borderline, and that was the day before I was bragging. Oh, I've never had it. But the older you get, I'll be 54 in February, and it's just the colder you get, the older you get. No fear. I love you, Queens of Detroit. You're on top of it. You're definitely in tune. I can tell just by listening to you and looking at you. I feel you. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, there's no fear with any of this. I mean, I'm focused on Jesus. All of my conscious levels are with the good Lord. Nothing more, nothing less, just Jesus Christ, my Savior. But I am wide open. My third eye is wide open. You know what I mean? I'm there. I've been there for a minute. For a hot minute, I've been in tune. That's all I do is think. I live in a box. I'm a spiritual guy. I'm very religious, and all I do is think. I've been meditating most of my life around sages. I'm a sage guy. I used to harvest sage, so I can transcend pretty easy myself. It doesn't take much. Well, thanks for the sub. Yeah, so I'm going to tell you my latest story with the Bigfoot. Believe it or not, I've never in my life seen Bigfoot himself. End of story. But what did I see with Bigfoot? This was probably 6 years ago when I first got my smartphone ever. And then with my smartphone came all of my YouTube and all the videos on social media. Before 6 years ago, I had never watched a YouTube video or any of that. Anyway, so I started seeing all these videos on YouTube. All of a sudden, the UFO videos started appearing. The David Politis Missing 411 started appearing on my channel. Linda Moulton Howe, the X Report, all of them started appearing on my channel. Bigfoot Hunters. And I'm like, wow. And it made me remember all the Bigfoot stories when we were kids and people that I've known that have, been abducted by Bigfoot. Like I said, the one lady got carried up the mountain. And anyway, so I'm sitting here manifesting Bigfoot. I'm watching all these videos and fascinated by it. I'm going, wow, it's got to be real. People are seeing it. And next thing you know, I'm at my job at like 4 a.m. up in northern Michigan at the rest area. I used to maintain 2 rest areas in the day. I would do one for 8 hours, then I'd drive to Vanderbilt, do my circle and clean that one and then head back. But anyways, I was at our north property, and we just gotten like 3 feet of snow, and I had the key to the thing, so nobody was in there or nothing. I get into the gate, I get up to our utility building where we have all the snow blowers and all of our tools and stuff, and at the building, there's a vast field. You have a sidewalk going up to the utility shed, but around it is nothing. It's just in the clearing. It's like they clear cut a whole field and put the utility building right next to the rest area. And then, so I get up there to unlock my utility building, and I see these big indentations in the snow that are like literally like 3 feet big. And there's like 40 of them. There's footprints going in the snow. But the kicker is it didn't start at the sidewalk where my utility building is. They started like 20 feet out in the field. There was no tracks going to where they started. They went about 30 steps, and then there were no tracks after those 30 steps. And these were monster steps. So it was like whatever came to show me that it was real, it came from the sky. It did 30 or 40 steps, and then it left. There was no track coming to the steps, no tracks leaving the steps. Unless it fell from the tree and walked 20 steps and then went back up in the tree and disappeared, there's no rational explanation for these tracks. And I went right up to them. This was like 3:45 in the morning. We would be there by 5, so we would get there, have our coffee, get everything ready. Anyways, I went up there and shined these tracks, and there was absolutely It was indented all the way down. There was no fresh snow on them. It was like there within 5 seconds before we got there. Whatever happened, it just came right there. When I came, it probably spooked that thing off. But my point is, that was all through telecommunication. I swear on, I don't want to say the Bible, but I swear that I was researching Bigfoot because I was fascinated. Like I said, for days and days when I first got the smartphone, I was doing nothing but being in awe, watching all these people and testimonies on Bigfoot. And sure enough, it let me know that it was real. End of story. It didn't present itself, but it showed me his feet prints. And that was all in that same era. I've got another story with the UFO too. And I can sit and tell you that. These are true stories. My wife is there on the other one. But it's called The Point of Separation. If you follow David Paulides, he's the author of Missing 411. He's got literally 100 books on all the missing cases. And it's all tied hand in hand with Bigfoot and people vanishing in thin air. For example, there'd be a group of people hiking. The mom will bend down and tie her shoe, and she'll get back up from tying her shoe, and her kid's missing who was standing right in front of her. Like in the middle of nowhere, walking on a trail, just all of a sudden vanished. Didn't go this way, but just up and vanished. And that's common in all of these cases, just like being abducted from aliens. And then I can go into details on that, but I prefer you guys check out David Paulides, Missing 411. Read a couple of the stories, and then you'll realize I'm not a dummy. This guy's actually, David Paulides is a military guy. He's a lawyer. He's written literally 100 and something books, major educated. He teaches canine courses. Like, this dude's no joke. He's a scientist. David Paulides, research him. Well, no, and the other thing, I think they're going on different, in and out of different realms. I think the caves had a lot. I think caves have a lot to do with it. I'm going to make that clear. I personally think we have an underground world. According to Linda Moulton Howe, we have DUMBs, deep underground bases that are miles, hundreds of miles long. They have an ambient temperature of 70 degrees. They're lit up. There's no light source and there's no heat source. There's cities under the ground. It's facts. It's not even a joke. Linda Moulton Howe, reader. But anyways, with the recent giant in Quebec, this is a YouTube video. They already took it down immediately. YouTube's a big part of all of it. They'll shut you down quicker than hell. But anyways, that giant that we all saw on video, because a million people saw the video before YouTube took it down. So it was a real thing. Way up on top of a mountain, the guys stopped and they looked and they're, what the hell is that? It was huge. Next thing you know, the helicopters were there and they shut it all down. His videos were gone. The channel was gone. But anyways, my point is those things transcend. They come in and out. So it isn't just about Bigfoot. It's more on all levels of the mystical things that they've made clear that we had in the past. But they say, giants, dragons, fire-breathing dragons, all that shit's real. Don't be fooled. My dogs are right here sleeping. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. One's out laying in the snow, most likely. One's right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're here. We're quiet. They're quiet. We go running as soon as it's daylight. They stayed home with Mommy yesterday. They were waiting for Daddy all day to come home. Anyways, I have no doubt in my mind, but in the same sentence, I'm a Christian and the good Lord wants us to hear no evil, see no evil. You know what I mean? That's why I really just focus on the Lord, but I'm wide awake. When you're wide awake, things come to you, things attract to you, or you attract things. So you got to be careful. You really do. I think they do. Just like I'm trying to think of the other guy. His name's David too. He's got blonde hair. He's always talking about the connectedness with the planets and all that. But he makes it clear that all the characters, for example, in Star Wars, not all of them, but some of the main characters, these are all based on true stories. Like, you know what I mean? Linda Moulton Howe says we're a prison planet. That's all the human species is. We're on Earth to be imprisoned, so to speak. And it sure feels that way, doesn't it? But I guess there's other planets out there somewhere that have all of those creatures living and running and doing their thing. Wouldn't surprise me none. You kidding me? All you have to do is look in the sky. The sky is moving. Let's just say this. Before, according to history, before there was an engine, the airplane, according to history, the airplane is only a couple hundred years old, according to history, but you can find caves in the desert that are 1,000,000 years old that have hieroglyphs of UFOs in the sky. You're not going to tell me a UFO is only a couple hundred years old. That technology is not even here yet. It's here, but it's suppressed. My point is, it'll be public knowledge eventually, but we're still in it's repressed, so to speak. Oppressed, whatever the word is. They're hiding that knowledge from us. But, Thomas Jefferson didn't fly a key on a kite and get electrocuted. Let's just make that clear. If you believe electricity came from some guy in a field flying a kite, let me slap you across the head now. Like, really? You also believe in Santa Claus too, I'm sure. If you look what Santa Claus is a part in our body. It's actually a part that's connected to spiritual. It's your pineal gland to your throat, like the claws, like the Santa Claus. It delivers. This is true story. That's where they came up with the character Santa Claus. Santa Claus is a body part in your throat that connects our spiritual with our physical, and it relays a message. It brings the gift, the spiritual gift, a true story from the spiritual realm to us. And that's where they came from. They knew this knowledge about the human body, and so they fabricated this character. Oh, Santa Claus is going to bring us gifts, blah, blah, blah. Well, the Santa Claus is actually a body part. Google it. Google it right now if you don't believe me, if you think I'm bullshitting. All of this, you know what I mean? It's like Santa Claus, yeah. It's the gift that comes through the chimney. A chimney is an analogy for our throat. Coming down the chimney, which is literally our throat, because the gift is in our third eye, our pineal gland, the receptors, and then it comes through our throat, which is the messenger, and then it goes to our heart. That's Santa Claus. That's the gift coming from the spiritual realm. True story. You got to Google it. It's fascinating, the story behind what Santa Claus is. But it's actually a body part. I said it 5 times. There you go. I don't want to see any of this. If the Lord doesn't want me to see any of this, you can't shut it off. When you're awake, you're awake. There's no turning back. Be careful what you wish for. Let's just say that. I'm so lucky. My armor is from the Lord. But in the same sentence, he doesn't want me to manifest any of this crap, because that's the power that we have as humans. You can manifest these things. I personally believe by studying Bigfoot, studying Linda Moulton Howe, that's how I've been able to see all these things, and they've came right to me and said, hey, we're here. we feel you. We know the connectedness. We feel the telepathy, and that's what it is. Telepathic communication is super, super intense and super, super real. Getting hot now, guys. You guys ready for my water shit show? We do it every day, same channel. Let's go. We call this the water shit show. That's how we fill up our water jugs here. Without looking at the camera, I'm trying to... Yeah, it's really important you guys look what Santa Claus is and where it came from. How do you think Hollywood got all those movies about Star Wars and all these, fictional characters, supposedly? You know what I'm saying? Right on. Thanks for the 5 likes. I'm on fire today. I don't know, my live streams they're always not great. It's been about a month now. Almost 1,000 people here. Not at the same time, but coming in. And then that whole week I did really good. We had a big snowstorm and I was just getting a lot of views. But this week, not a lot of people, but I love... It only takes one for me. Queen of Detroit, Kamalin, David Towns. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you. Getting warm though. She's blazing now. You don't even have to... Now I could leave her going for a couple hours. Friggy fru. Signed my contract with Shopley yesterday for my artwork, guys. We signed... Both the agreements are done. Both parties signed. I got that last night, and it couldn't have came at a better time. I had a rough day. One of the roughest days I've had in a long time. I had anxiety. I was just... My truck costing $4,000 to fix. Snowstorms, my animals, just high anxiety yesterday. And the Lord made it clear that anxiety is not a part of my life, but it runs rampant sometimes. But anyways, if I had 5 days like yesterday in a row, I'd probably be dead, to be honest. It was that intense. I just buckled up and got home and prayed, thank you, Lord, and just... I always give it to the Lord. But anyways, within a minute of having that rough day, I just came home and gave it to the good Lord, and I got that email with my contract being signed. And I'm like, oh my Lord, I've been waiting for months for that signature. If it came today, it wouldn't have been as special, but it came at 10 minutes after I just almost had a nervous breakdown last night. I'm like, wow, that's the good Lord right there. But anyways, we're all signed up with Shopley. All parties are official. We just did all of the logistics, all of my shipping costs from my artwork, and so we're moving forward with that. Thank you, good Lord. Thank you, Shopley, first and foremost. What an awesome, very inspirational team of geniuses, the way I look at it. These guys are the best of the best with this platform, Shopley, Shoply, you guys. We're the first and the greatest decentralized e-commerce platform designed to empower the entrepreneur, period. If you have any entrepreneur skills or interest, this is going to be the platform for you. Anyways, Yeah, I had a rough day yesterday. Here's me in all my glory. People say I look like Bruce Willis and Howie Mandel. I hear that. I heard that a lot, especially once I started shaving my head. Going bald, but shaving my head in particular. Once I started shaving it completely, everybody's like, Bruce. Even my wife calls me Boos. Not so much anymore, but I said that's a compliment. Bruce Willis, that's a compliment. He's a good looking guy. All right, I'm breaking a sweat. Oh, I got a sore wrist. I can't even put that on there. This is my painting hand, too. I gotta step outside. I'm hot. Whew. All right. Well, here we are. Here we are, people. Excuse me. All right. That's about that. Don't take much to get cold. What's up, Bear Dare? What's up, son? Oh, Daddy. Daddy. Come on, Daddy. Come on, Daddy. Dang it, Bear. What this? Oodie poopy 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 shappy. Boom bang boom bang boom bam bam bang boom 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 bang boom bang boom bang kong kong. Ding 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 dong king kong king kong kong kong. Don't be jealous. Daddy loves you too, Bear. I gotta say hi to Daddy boy. Jeez. Poopy girl. Poopy girl. Hi, poopy girl. Hi, poopy girl. Oh, shit, I got like 10 of these in my truck. I gotta get out. They're probably frozen already. Went and did a water run. Yes. Oh, I can't even close that. My wrist is... I'm damn lucky I didn't break my wrist. I say I didn't break it, but... that sucks. Anyways, so on and so forth. I gotta clean all this crap up today. I promised the wifey. Bless her heart. I gotta help out more around here. You know, she's... well, I don't say around here, but... you know, I gotta do better at picking up after myself. I agree. She's 100% right. Yo. Hello, it's me. Here's me. No shame in my game. I love me. Do you guys love you? I love me. Are you mad at you? I'm not mad at me. You guys mad at yourself? Don't be mad at yourself. Love yourself. Can't love anybody else until you learn how to love yourself, people. It just don't work like that. Gonna love the world but not love yourself? Well, that don't work out. You know what I mean? Alright, just had to wash a few dishes. Yeah, I was at, I've been taking my stuff to Muffler Man. And I was there 8 hours yesterday. And sure enough, the owner of Muffler Man bought me a foot-long sub from Jersey Mike's. I couldn't believe it. You know, I gave him $5,000 in a week for my truck, so they figured maybe they'd buy me a sandwich. But anyways, that was super cool of them. Shout out to Muffler Man and Gaylord. John's the man. Real good people. I'll never go anywhere else. Not cheap, but good work. Muffler Man in Gaylord, Michigan. Shout out, baby. Very good people. Same day service. and they buy you a sub sandwich, baby. Who does that? Nobody. John's and us out there. Yes, sir. You wouldn't believe what I had to do to that truck. Brand new drive shaft, brand new axles, brand new lockout hubs, brakes, calipers all the way around, ball joints all the way around, universal joints, full oil change, all of my brake lines, complete front end done. Literally over $4,000 worth of stuff within about a week. Well, I went there last week, yesterday, and then I went there yesterday. So for 2 days, it took them to do it. But anyways, I mean, I redid that whole damn truck. I bought the truck for $4,000, and I put, I'm up to $8,000 on that truck already. And I don't even have my plow yet. But that's what you got to do. You're not gonna go and buy a truck for $8,000. That's good. You can hear the owl in my yard. Is that you, Spawn? All right. Burr. Good job.